Want to welcome everyone back for a special episode of Brad and Buck Sports Talk. I'm Brad.
This is Buck. I'd like to start off the show. Hello, Carmelo.
Let's do it.
Talked about it the other day, right, guys?
Yep.
We're shooting this on location today via satellite. We're gonna watch the game on the road. So
4 and 5. We're on location at 4 and 5. This is a Mrs. G production in association with Hard Hitting Hamels, and I want to give a big shout out to Popeye's Chicken, best chicken and biscuits this side of the Mississippi.
And Popeye's used to be there. There was a Kentucky Fried Chicken before that. It's pumped up, ecstatic. Ecstatic that Carmelo. I mean, all you guys out there that don't follow basketball, that are now Knicks fans because of Carmelo, to bring the excitement here, absolutely ecstatic, guys. Ecstatic.
It's a big day for New York, you know. Of course, the Nets, the Moscow Nets, they got to try to steal the thunder a little bit. It's ridiculous. They made this trade today for Darren Williams. I mean, they gave up 2 first-round draft picks. They gave up their number 3 pick this last year's draft, Derek Favors, Devin Harris, all for a guy that might not even be here.
For a guy that kicked that one day Sloan woke up and said, you know something, I can't even coach no more. I just quit. After how many years did I quit?
No
because Williams is a pain in the neck. And I'm a Knicks fan, and I know he's going to be right around the corner, but I don't even want him. I want Paul.
Chris Paul.
CP3, man.
Yeah.
That's the setup. I don't want Williams. Let him sit over there and suffer the wrath of what's going on over there.
No, it's
anybody know what's going on over there?
And you know what? Like everything they tried to do since this guy, what's his name, Barishnikov?
Yeah,
what's his name, right?
Yeah, whatever.
So whenever he came over, took over the Nets, everything they tried to do is falling apart. But one thing, I don't want Darren Williams either, but how funny would it be if after next year he says, you know what, I'm used to the tri-state area now, but I'm going to go play for the Knicks, right up the Nets. Booyah.
Yeah, so, and then you got, he's going to sit over there and smell the crowd from Madison Square Garden pumped up. Everybody and their mother's going to be out to watch this. I mean, you got guys that don't even watch basketball. They're tuning in tonight. Mm-hmm. They're going to see what's going on.
It's like a Super Bowl atmosphere, man.
Yeah, it's the greatest arena in the world.
That's why like I said, we're on location here, so, you know.
Yeah, and it's going to be a little tape delay on the video because we're shooting it on Brad's Crackberry.
It's the satellite. We had a little problem with the guys in the truck. You know, it's on location. So, you know, but we're going to get through it. So it was a big day for the Knicks. Melo's here. Team him up with Stoudemire. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Carmelo, you just dropped, just gave me 28 points, and I'm going to have some magic. You're going to see magic, man. You're going to see Stoudemire work down low. You're going to see, it's Sleeper Billups. Chauncey Billups, man. Welcome to Chauncey Billups.
No doubt.
How respected he is, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what he does? He goes out and he goes, I like to apologize to Chauncey Billups' family. He wants to apologize for trading them out of town.
No
but you know what? Yeah. But
wait, of the Cavaliers or of the Nuggets?
The Cavaliers. The Cavaliers owner apologized today.
For years ago he traded them?
No, just now. For trading them now. Apologized to his family. Come on, man. He apologized to his family.
What did the Cavaliers?
The Cavaliers owner apologizing for the trade.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
Right.
Oh, I blew that one up a little bit. When I brought that out, what am I thinking about? No Cavaliers.
The Jazz.
Who cares?
The Nuggets, you mean?
The Nuggets. What's the Cavaliers?
Yeah, you
see. Cavaliers.
It's all right.
Listen, I got the LeBron on my head. The LeBron.
Plus, we've been on the road. We've been traveling overnight, getting ready to do this show.
I had to sleep in that motel
with the jet lag and the bus lag and all that.
Motel.
But
the motel where you could put the change in, like on the National Lampoon where it shakes. My bed was shaking all night. I'm thinking the Cavaliers, man.
You know, you think, wow, these guys living a high life. They're probably staying in 5-star hotels. Like, that's not how we operate. We don't operate that way.
On the road,
we're regular guys. So
regular guys,
it's a beautiful day to be a Knicks fan. It's exciting. There's a buzz in New York. There's a buzz all over the country. I mean, whether people want to hear about it or not, it's all over. You can't get away from it. So
we got even wild animals.
It's crazy.
This is shot on location right here.
But it's just we just wanted to give a shout out. Go Knicks. We got 28 games left in the season. So
one thing I want to ask about the Knicks: are the Knicks done, Brad? Do you think they're done with
making moves?
Making moves, like get a big man or something like that. Maybe?
Well, I mean, you know what? I think they're gonna try. I don't think anything big is going to happen. I mean, the trade deadline is tomorrow. I don't really think they have enough time to make any kind of significant moves. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do bring a big man, in here. Somebody, maybe a free agent, something like that.
I've been hearing around a little bit about Brewer may be one of that guys to maybe be traded by the deadline tomorrow.
Listen, he's a good ball player. If he's here, I'm fine with that. I mean, the kid's got game. He was like a 7th or 8th pick overall.
But you know what it is? Yeah, he played for Florida. But he's like real sore, like skinny guy, slender guy.
You know what? Who else was skinny? Was Marcus Camby. I mean, I'm not comparing him to Camby, but
that's a guy. That's a guy I like to see the Knicks get, man.
I love it, man.
I heard that
he re-upped. He signed a new contract extension. Because remember they were talking about earlier in the year that they were talking maybe about getting Camby. Camby, who's he with? With Portland. Yeah, he's with Portland. He just signed a new contract with them. But Camby was great. I wish we never should have got rid of him because he loved it here in New York. You know what I mean? Talk about a guy who came out of nowhere. He was at a nowhere school, UMass.
Yeah, A10 school. Played a year in A10.
Right.
No, it's definitely good. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited.
Yeah, how can you not?
I mean, when was the last time you had an opportunity to watch a Knick game? Ask Brad today. Yo, can you remember the last time as a Knick fan you remember going home to watch a Knick game?
Right.
Yo, this is like. Yo, I give so much props to Donnie Walsh for freeing up. I mean, yeah, definitely applause for freeing up and making it possible for tonight to even happen.
No doubt, 100%.
Tonight, it's like a dream come true.
Yo, one thing that we spoke about the other day that you and I disagreed on was Stephen A. Smith's take on the job that Donnie Walsh did.
Yeah,
Stephen A. Stephen A.
But Smith. Stephen A. didn't give no. I mean, I heard it on the radio. Stephen A. gave no props to Donnie Walsh, saying that. Isaiah, just like cursing you guys out right now. Isaiah Thomas was brought in here to a failing Knicks system.
Right.
Right.
When he
so
was brought in
Layden, yeah. So he was taking over a team that was struggling anyway. We all know the history of that. Let's not get depressed. I don't want to get depressed about Isaiah.
No doubt.
But he said that he gave no props, absolutely no props to Donnie Walsh.
He said pretty much that anyone could have did what Donnie Walsh did, which I thought was total bull because if that was the case, then every GM in the league that's in cap trouble would just do that. He did it without mortgaging our future. He gave up that one first-round pick to Houston for the McGrady deal, but other than that, he kept the majority of our picks, and that's big. To cut salary, make cap space, and not give away draft picks.
No, but his thing, Brad, was that if you take the team and you said to me as Donnie Walsh, this is not me speaking, guys. Don't get mad at me.
Right, but we disagreed on this.
This is what he said. Take anybody goes take a GM and tell him cut the team.
Right.
Cut the team down. I want you to cut the team. I'm not adding no salaries now. I'm not giving you no. If you add a salary, it's got to end within the year.
Yeah, right.
It's got to end in the year.
Expiring contracts.
So if you told me to do that, I think that the normal GM could probably figure out these moves. He was saying, what moves did he make, honestly, that any GM couldn't have made?
Well, let me answer that. What he did was he didn't have all expiring contracts because if you do, then that's easy. He had contracts that were long term, 3 years left, 4 years left. But the
whole thing is to make these trades you're making, you're getting back expiring contracts
too,
and players that you don't want with a little bit of room. Then if you could deal them together, you could put these players together to package them off in like not crazy contracts, but to move the contracts. Guys want to take the road.
It's very appealing to teams to take expiring contracts from other teams.
So if you told me just to go in there and not spend money to make room for salary cap, he was saying that a normal GM, this guy is not brilliant. Where I disagree with, not with you so much, but with Stephen A. Smith, I disagree with him 100%, is because what he did was he got rid of contracts that still had time left on it. And now in order to give up, to get rid of, a Jarrett Jeffries, and that's the example we used the other night, to get rid of him, he was way overpaid. I mean, ridiculously overpaid. He still had 3 or 4 years left on his contract, I believe. He was able to sell that jalopy to somebody and told them that, this is a Nissan Maxima, this is a decent car, and it wasn't. So in order to do that without giving up draft picks, he still got other teams to take those bad contracts. For that, you only trade. You only trade to the teams that want to contract to move these players.
Right.
You're not going to trade the team. Say, well, here's a Max, here's a Nissan. Let's give you a Porsche.
No,
these guys know. The executives know.
They know what it is.
What you're getting. So you're not going in and robbing nobody in the NBA level.
He didn't fleece them, but he packaged them and did them in a way. My point is,
he did his job. He did his job.
I mean. But he used his contacts. He used his contacts throughout the league, and his reputation precedes him.
No doubt.
And that's the thing. He was able to make deals with other coaches without giving them anything great in return. They gave them some expiring contracts, but draft picks. That's what everybody wants.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That's a rebuilding team. There's nothing that you covet more than a top draft pick. We were a bad team. We had high draft picks.
No, but these were necessary moves that you had to make.
No doubt.
This wasn't like he came into town and said, yo, we're struggling as an organization. We're spending too much. Let's not, let's add contracts. No, because you have to, he was brought in to do that.
Right. No,
so let's not give a guy, I give him props because I love what the guy brings. Don't get me wrong.
No doubt.
But he's trying to say that maybe another guy on the same level, with the same respectability, could have got the same thing done.
But he made Knicks fans understand what was going on. I don't think it would have been so easy.
Oh, no doubt, but that's the first time. But that's the first time in 20 years that the Knicks had made it public to understand what they were doing. But they never gave us the opportunity of knowing what was going on.
No, definitely
not. It was always the thought of who's coming next.
Right. Keep the seats filled. Keep the building filled. I understand what you mean.
See, the other guy, I don't want to say his name. He went out trying to make the quick pick.
Right.
So when he brought in Marbury. And he signed Curry to a deal. Like it was like almost like an illusion that maybe something is there. This guy can work something.
Sure.
Not thinking that this guy that last two jobs he's had has failed.
Sure.
I'm thinking like, yo, the mystique of Isaiah Thomas.
Right. Yeah.
Like you
number 11.
Forget about what he became after. We didn't know what he brought after.
Right.
Yo, it was like an atomic bomb. This guy came in. Donnie Walsh came in with the spray down, he has cockroaches in the building.
Right.
He's exterminated. He went in there and started spraying the corners.
Right.
And that's the shit that had to, pardon my language, but that's the stuff that has to be done.
Right, no doubt.
What he done after, this guy, it blew me up mind, and I thought about, but some ways I kind of believe, I kind of like agree with Stephen A.
Yeah.
Maybe with that, but you know what? I'm looking now. That's it. I'm looking now.
No doubt. But
I'm looking now. What he's done is top notch.
He did a great job. It takes a guy with a track record like him to sell it to the fans that we're doing all these things now and we're gonna be bad, but it's all for the fact in the future we're gonna be better. And you needed a guy. Hold on one second. With a track record like he has for the fans to buy into that. Because if it was Joe Schmo or even Isaiah Thomas trying to do that without a track record of building winners in the past, fans wouldn't have bought into it like they did.
No, absolutely. And that's great. That's the point where I love it. So let's forget about that nonsense. Let's talk about where we are. Big game tonight.
Sure.
Not for score. I'm not even going to look at the score, Brad.
Right. No.
I don't even care about the score. I just want to see how they set in. They had to do a quick practice today.
Sure.
That's why the Carmelo Anthony thing was delayed today. But this is amazing, man. This is
one thing I want to say. We got to wrap it up. We're running out of time here. It was great to see that press conference today. It was great to see James Dolan get out there and totally, for whatever words are worth, to eliminate Isaiah Thomas from this whole scenario. He did it. It was a beautiful day. Listen, Billy. Listen, they're calling us.
But 1 second before I go, man. This is even if you're not a Knicks fan, this is history, bro. This is history. This is Willis Reed coming out of the tunnel. This is it, man. Start of something good, guys, man. Thank you very much.
We got our courtside seats. We got escorts waiting to take us down.
Yeah, and they gotta take the wire and wrap it up and put it back.